Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Welcome to Rell Sports Talk, episode 3. Appreciate y'all checking me out. Lots of good comments and replies from episodes 2. Some people actually commented from episode 1. I guess they had checked it out afterwards. But keep bringing them in. Keep spreading the word. I appreciate it. Lots of y'all were talking about still the football draft. I know we got the itch for it, the football draft. The Ravens and the Broncos headlined a lot of the comments. Sprinkle in a lot of the Raiders love out there too. The Harlow boys giving the Raiders some love, as well as some others. I just can't wait to see what their logo is going to look like. Las Vegas. That's going to be crazy. John Gruden in Vegas. Oh boy. But yeah, the Ravens, the Broncos, that AFC West, that's going to be crazy out there. Another thing a lot of y'all were talking about was, of course, The Last Dance. That's getting a lot of publicity out here. It's all over everywhere. And we always like to compare eras, compare players. We were always comparing LeBron, things like that. But another couple of other names that were brought up a lot. James Harden was brought up. I didn't even think about James Harden as much as I dislike the way he plays. That was a good point brought up because the way he's flopping around everywhere, he could never handle getting banged around by some of them teams back then. Another one was Steph Curry. People saying Steph Curry couldn't handle it. I'm a little more that Steph Curry could handle a little bit more of that, only because he can shoot it from half court. You know, Harden can shoot it far, but he's always flopping around and you know what I mean. Curry don't do none of that. He just peeling. And I guess I was one of the ones that was just behind the 8 ball on Coach Phil. A lot of y'all brought up Phil Jackson, and you knew how great he was. 11 championships speak for itself. And I look at people, somebody like Scott, who is actually a high school coach. He brought up, just because you got great players, don't mean you can coach great players. And I took that to heart when he said that. I said, you know what, man? Everybody's got some kind of great players, but everybody can't coach all of them. So I definitely agree with that, Scott. And it might even be harder to coach great players because they might act like they know more than you know. So, great point. Bring them in. Keep on bringing in replies. New topics, something that you want to bring up. Anything like that. I want to talk about anything. One last point Keith brought up. I thought it was funny. He's like, does the Jaguars ever draft anything other than defense? And I started laughing. I was like, of course they do. And I started looking. I was like, well, maybe not so much. But then we remember they let Ramsey go. They let some other linebacker go. Then the one guy's arguing with the owner's son on Twitter and everything. So I'm sure their plan is just to build their defense. They don't want their offense to do great because I think they're tanking for Trevor Lawrence from Clemson. That's what I think. I think they're tanking for Lawrence. So we're going to start off the first episode, or this episode, with The Last Dance, of course. A lot of the news has been out about Detroit. Detroit Pistons and Isaiah Thomas has been on every episode. I mean, every single episode they've been on there. And I think that just shows you a point that, like Isaiah Thomas said, he said himself and the Pistons helped make Jordan who Jordan was. And I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, man, Jordan. And then the more I watched the documentary, the more I just start remembering back then. It's like, they didn't make Jordan, but they made him figure out things he needed to do to become better, which I think drove his mind to get better and better and better, which carried on to people like Kobe and other players like, what do I got to do to get better? What do I got to do to get better? So I think the Detroit Pistons, I think he was right about, and Isaiah Thomas, I think they were right about what they were saying about stuff like that. What's y'all's thoughts about that? Do you think Jordan would have wound up being Jordan anyway? Or he's just an ego maniac and he wants all kinds of love for everything? Let me know what y'all think. He also brought up how the documentary always shows us as being thugs and we're jumping on people. Y'all was jumping on people. Y'all was doing all that. I know there were some tough teams out there doing stuff, but y'all were the ones doing the flagrant stuff. I mean, don't act like y'all wasn't doing nothing. He was talking about Charles Oakley and Bill Cartwright was on the other team. They're tough guys. They are tough guys, but they wasn't doing what y'all were doing unless y'all instigated it. So don't try to play that and act all, whatever. I feel like he's always kind of throwing little subtle shots trying to say, look at me, look at me, look at me, instead of look at everybody else. But I don't know. I guess during those times in that rivalry, it was so tense that I don't know if I could ever get past it. You know, I hate the Cowboys to this day, and they ain't done nothing to me. So, another little shot I thought he tried to do, he tried to say Rodman's vacation was a shot at the Bulls because he was like, oh, maybe it was a cry for help. Because when he played for us, he was a model citizen. He was just, what do you call him? He was a beautiful creature. Man, get the heck out of here, yo. He was a beautiful creature. Man, who says that? Who calls another person, hello, sir, you're a beautiful creature? Nobody talks like that. Nobody talks like that. That just made me suspect to him anyway. Talk about that. Talk about, oh, you know, but whatever. Which leads me to my Pharrell of the day. Basically, Pharrell's going to be whenever I think somebody's full of crap or they do something stupid or whatever, you're like, Rell. And it goes back to Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas. They both on TV, on the interviews, saying, oh, we have no hatred to each other, and I respect him admirably, and No, you don't. You both still hate each other. You both being snide about things, and y'all just won't let it out. Just let it out, because I know you still hate each other. So stop all that, Pharrell. Get it out. Give Michael Jordan another big shot of whatever he's drinking, another 3 cigars, and let's get it rolling. Let's tell it how you really feel and let it out. That's must-see TV. Just let it go. I want to see that. But obviously, Michael Jordan does have some kind of high regard for Isaiah Thomas because he said the best point guards ever, Magic Johnson, and he said the second one was Isaiah Thomas. So a lot of people, especially millennials around here, y'all don't know who Isaiah Thomas is. You better ask somebody. You better check it out, look it up, read, do something. If you like these 30 for 30 shows, go look up Bad Boys, Pistons. They have a documentary out. It's great. Go check it out and see what Isaiah Thomas was all about. Playing in Indiana, doing things. He a winner everywhere he went. And he ain't no gigantic LeBron James either. You know, go check out Isaiah Thomas. He said he was the second best point guard ever. And when Michael Jordan says things like, you know, he's the second best point guard ever, or the only person that could beat me in the NBA was Kobe. Yeah. I had to throw that in there, you know what I'm saying? But you look at Isaiah Thomas. How underrated was he? And watching him, I couldn't stand him because I couldn't stand the Pistons. But the more I think about it now, I'm like, yo, he really was that good. Because you look at all these teams nowadays, they got 2, 3 stars, Hall of Famers everywhere, doing this, doing that. They running around, you got super teams, this, winning. And don't get me wrong, Kobe played with Shaq, and I understand, you know, he had a super player. After that, he didn't really have nobody. But anyway, that's another debate for another day, David. But you look at Isaiah's team. I mean, you had Joe Dumars, who was a great defensive player. You know, Rodman, you know, you had the microwave. They call you the microwave because either you're on, or if you ain't, you ain't. I mean, come on, man. It's like, who you counting on for offensive help? Who's scoring the ball? They were definitely a team ball. They remind me of like, remember the Detroit Pistons when they had Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, all that. But Isaiah Thomas was a true Hall of Famer, you know what I'm saying? But the Detroit Pistons team, they didn't have one person that, I don't know if any of them's going to be in the Hall of Fame. This is my question to y'all. Is any of those Detroit Pistons going to be in the Hall of Fame? The Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Rasheed Wallace. Who else was on that team? Ben Wallace. Who else was on that squad? It was another dude from Kentucky, a real long guy. I forget his name. But anyway, are any of them going to be in the Hall of Fame? That's a question for you guys. I'd love to see y'all's replies about that. But anyway, going back to Isaiah Thomas's teams. You know, you can't, if you're not a fan of basketball like that or a fan of Detroit, you really don't remember the rest of them players. John Sally, Bill Laimbeer, but they weren't like, you know what I mean? But don't forget, Isaiah Thomas beat who? He beat Larry Bird. He beat Magic Johnson. And both of them teams, Larry Bird had Hall of Famers on the team. Magic Johnson had Hall of Famers on the team. that had won multiple championships already. And then he also beat up Michael Jordan. I mean, with a resume that beat Magic, Michael, and Bird, it makes you want to just go check him out. If you like basketball, you love basketball like people say you do, and all these millennials out here are like, oh, LeBron, go check out some Isaiah Thomas and see what happens with that. You ain't got to like him to appreciate him. Put it that way. So that made my perspective change a lot, and I wasn't giving him a lot of credit as much as I should have now that I think about it. People out here talking about, oh, Steph Curry's the second best point guard ever. You better get a grip. He might be the best shooter ever. But no, sir. No, sir. He vaguely brought up the whole Dream Team thing. I feel like that's going to blow up. Which goes back to my for Rell. Because he's like, oh, well, Michael Jordan's like, I have nothing to do with him not being on the Dream Team. And then he's like, and Isaiah Thomas is like, well, I heard people in his camp said it, but I never heard him say, man, y'all know Michael Jordan said, I don't want him on the team. I'm not going to play me on the team. Y'all know that. Who else going to have pull like that in the NBA during that time when everything was blowing up? Who's going to have pull to say, I don't want him on the team? Scottie Pippen already came out and said he said it. Scottie Pippen said, I said it. Other people are saying other people said it. Michael Jordan, just say it. You ain't hurt nobody's feelings. You're freaking Michael Jordan. Well, who cares? Who cares? You know what I mean? Trying to act like, oh, because they didn't shake their hands when they walked off the court, that's the reason why they kept you off the Dream Team. Come on, dude. Come on. Be for real. I've seen people do all kinds of crazy stuff in the world, and they still get to be all pros and Hall of Famers and this and that and this and this. And we got people killing people that's in the NFL Hall of Fame. I mean, so don't tell me that your handshake ain't gonna put you on the Dream Team, probably the greatest basketball team ever made, and you can't make that? Come on, dude. Come on. Not for no handshake. It's the power of Michael Jordan. I don't care what nobody says. It was the power of Michael Jordan. That time, Michael Jordan was the king of kings. He controlled everybody. The media was getting involved in it. The NBA saw he was the cash cow. And if the cash cow said, moo, no Isaiah Thomas, then that's what happened. That's my opinion. That's what happened. So, I can't wait to see what's coming up with the next ones when they talk about that. And then Kobe's coming. They keep showing Kobe here and there. So I'm looking forward to that. The last thing I'm going to talk about with The Last Dance was a funny story when they were talking about the coaching change with Doug Collins and Phil Jackson. And they were interviewing Michael Jordan, and he said, you love Phil Jackson, Phil Collins. Phil, you like Coach Collins because he always put the ball in your hands. And da-da-da-da. Now with Phil, you have to play more team ball. Da-da. He's like, yeah, because I want to win. And they were like, there's no I in team, Michael. He goes, there's an I in win. There's an I in win. And that mindset made me think about when Shaq was telling the story about Kobe. He said, he's in the locker room. One of the players was like, Shaq, tell Kobe to throw me the ball, man. I'm wide open. Tell him to throw me the ball. And Shaq was like, Shaq wasn't scared. Shaq was like, Kobe, throw him the ball. He's wide open. Give him the ball. There ain't no I in team. And Kobe said, but there's a me in that mother. Bleep. That's the mindset of them too. Yo, I love it. I love it. I wish we could dig more into that mind, yo. It drives me crazy. I love that. All right, we're getting up The Last Dance. Look forward to it on Sunday. I'm sure something else will pop up and we'll talk about it some other time during this week. Just because they keep showing snippets and things of that nature. And I keep seeing Kobe coming up. And you know how I feel about that. So, yeah. But how do we feel about these NBA facilities opening up? They said May 1st, but now I think they might pull it back a week. But still, they're not doing like we were talking about, secluding everybody using certain arenas. They're talking about if it's your home team, you can use it in practice. But other people that are stuck in and whatever, if their state has tighter rules or whatever, that's not for you. Part of me was like, yo, man, that's scary. I'm not sure we're ready to do all that yet. And the other part of me was like, you got the angel here. We're not ready. Then the devil over here is like, but you get basketball back. That's what I was like torn, like, ah. But, so part of me is like, yo, that means they're pushing for basketball to come back. That's what's up. That's great. But, the competitive advantage, though, that is going to be a problem. But do I care? As long as the ultimate goal is to get sports back? I don't care. But then this goes back to, like you said, Brandon, could this be an excuse? If LeBron don't win, oh, they got to practice for 2 more weeks more than me. Or they had their team together for 1 more practice than me. I can't win. I can see somebody coming up with something, yo. Oh, LeBron didn't get this or he didn't get that. I don't want to hear about it, dude. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes with that. I'm glad that life is to a point where people are actually considering opening things. Not saying that I want them to, yes or no, about health and all that. I don't know, because it's still scary, and for people to think it's not scary. It is. It's serious, and don't devalue the things that people that are working or people in the hospitals are doing, because this is serious, and they're putting themselves on the line, and we definitely appreciate all that. Finishing up with the basketball points, y'all saw another top recruit skipping college. Remember I talked about this yesterday. I said the NCAA might have a problem here. Y'all didn't want to do these one and dones and da 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 da. You should just let people go straight from high school to the NBA, because now you're getting a punch in the eye because people are saying, I committed to UCLA like this new guy just did. He committed to UCLA. Now he's like, I decommit because I'm going to the G League and I'm getting my money. And I feel like this is going to happen over and over again. And the more people that do this, everybody's just going to compare it to, they didn't go to the NCAA, but they went to the G League. That's why the college should just say, forget it. You can just go. I don't know if it's the NBA's rule or the NCAA's rule, but they need to figure something out, because this is just making college look bad. Now, I think college sports is going to be fine, because there ain't nothing better than watching teams with 4-year starters. I love it, because I get 4 years to cheer for a team. I'm a Georgetown fan, so I don't really get many one and dones. I had my Iverson, but now, and he was 2 years. He was 2 years, so I don't really get no one and dones at Georgetown. So I'm all for it. I'm not no big Kentucky, Duke, and North Carolina fan and all of them. Who cares? All your players going to G League. Ha 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 ha. You gonna be a regular old school again. But yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing how that's gonna play out. What they're gonna do with the collective bargaining with that, because somebody's looking at that like, I'm not sure if I like the way this is flowing. Last thing I want to talk about today is got to put the NFL quarterbacks back out there. I mean, this NFL quarterback situation is nothing like I've ever seen. It's usually like there's like 1 or 2 guys that are out there that everybody's trying to get, and they're going to overpay to get them because there ain't enough of them. Like when Kirk Cousins was leaving the Redskins, he had multiple teams he could go to, because it wasn't that Kirk Cousins was great, because he ain't, but it's because somebody need quarterbacks. Now there's quarterbacks everywhere. I mean, you see Jameis Winston signed a 1-year deal with the Saints. I mean, that's how many quarterbacks are out there. So we already talked about Cam. Where's he gonna go? Is he gonna go Patriots? Is he gonna do this? Is he gonna do that? Andy Dalton. They're using him. It looks like they're gonna keep Andy Dalton there for like a bargaining chip for later for somebody to trade, which might be smart because he's already under contract. Whoop-de-wow. You already benched him for the backup quarterback that sucks. But then you got Joe Burrow or whatever. Derek Carr. He might still be there. Mariota might be there. Somebody else might go there. Who knows? I mean, you're hearing all these different names about different players. So we'll see. Is Andrew Luck coming out of retirement? There's been some swirling words about that. I mean, I don't know what the Colts are going to do now. Who knows? Who knows? But 2 quarterbacks I want to focus on is Aaron Rodgers first. I thought this Aaron Rodgers thing was just poo-pooing it. I thought we were just... But now it seems like it's getting more steam, because I'm hearing, in the draft, they talk about, we're making this team like Coach LaFleur likes. Coach LaFleur wants it to be more of a running game, and Coach LaFleur wants this. So, and all the moves, they justified all the moves saying this is what makes his team run. And so for Aaron Rodgers not to get any of those 36 wide receivers or nobody in free agents, I'm not. He's not happy, and I'm just sitting here like, because I care less about Green Bay. I don't care. I don't even care about that whole daggone division. Only reason why I deal with the division, and my son likes the Vikings, so I guess I pull for them. My son and my mom, they both like the Vikings, so I guess I'll cheer for the Vikings. I don't care about nobody else. I know, Ronald, you like the Bears, so if the Bears ever had a team, I would cheer for them too. I can't say nothing being a Redskin, man. I can't say nothing. At least y'all got Khalil Mack. But anyway, is he, what jersey he gonna be in the next year or two? They said he's supposed to play at least 2 more years out of his 4-year contract because of financial reasons or whatever, but I don't know how that works, and you never know. I see people traded all the time. People paying out, buying them out, buying this money, this and this. But I had no idea it was rolling like that. Another quarterback under the radar that nobody's talking about. It's hidden. Nobody's even speaking about this. Remember a few years ago with Sam Darnold and all those boys? Who was supposed to be the most intelligent quarterback in that draft? They said he could have even went number 1. Josh Rosen. They said he was the smartest quarterback, and he had that Aaron Rodgers cockiness to him. And everybody was talking about this, talking about that. He wound up going 10th to Arizona. And they were like, oh, he's going to lift that franchise. They needed a quarterback. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. He's going to do this. They ain't really give no offensive line to do nothing the first year. You know, he was getting banged around everywhere. I mean, that team wasn't no good anyway. And then they get a new coach. New coach wants Kyler Murray. And then he's like, Josh Rosen, get out of here. And they just basically gave away Josh Rosen. And this before we had Haskins. So I was like, yo, let's try to get him in. Give him a 4th, 5th round pick. Dolphins scooped him up. I'm like, man, the Dolphins got their problem solved with quarterback. They were this, they were that. Then we saw him playing. And we was like, oh. Now, granted, it was the Dolphins, so maybe he still ain't got a chance yet. Arizona and the Dolphins, maybe there is still more to him that we don't know. But Fitz took his job, and Fitz got re-signed. He's still there, but now they got Tua. Tua might not even play this whole year, but Fitz gonna play. So what does that mean for Josh Rosen? Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. New England Patriots just signed the offensive coach from UCLA that coached Josh Rosen. Could this be the QB that's been hiding that the Patriots knew all along that they were going to get? We out here talking about Cam and all these players and Stafford, somebody getting traded, da-da-da-da. Could it have been Josh Rosen that Coach Belichick wanted the whole time to groom him to be something great? Maybe he sees something better. And, I mean, we consider organizations, the Cardinals, Dolphins, Patriots. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be crazy if the Patriots turned Josh Rosen into what we thought he was going to be 3 years ago, whatever it was? Wouldn't that be crazy? Then we'd be like, all right, Coach Belichick, you the man then. I mean, all right, I see you. Ain't nobody talking about it, but I'm talking about it. Remember, you heard it here first. I'm going to start doing something like this every day, today in sports. And this is for you, Drew. This is for you and all the baseball guys that miss baseball. Today in sports. Washington Nationals. Star player Bryce Harper got his first hit. He got a double against the Dodgers today, on this day. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, we went from 3 viewers to 12 viewers. And as of last night, we had 18 subscribers now. 18 subscribers now. So keep spreading the word. Push it out there for me, man. We're trying to make this thing blow up. Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends. If they got ideas, anything they want to talk about, let me know. Let's get it going. More input, more feedback, the better. Thank you again. Let's try to get it up to 25 subscribers now. All right. See y'all next time. Thank you, guys.